Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is December 15th, 2024. Happy Sunday, and praise God from whom all blessings flow. So, on yesterday, I did this video of a supposed drone that was shot down by a deer hunter. And I pointed out that these possibly, or should I say, this reminds me of pyramids, and that these so-called etchings or writings, they remind me of hieroglyphics. Well, people, I get to thinking, well, like I said earlier, this landing, if you will, is in Nantucket, which is part of Massachusetts. And you know, JFK was born in Massachusetts. And yes, he was shot down. And I just got to thinking the next day. I tried to put it out of my mind, but I couldn't let it go. Like last night, I couldn't let it go. And I'm wondering, why? I mean, I just did some more research afterwards, and I'm like, this been really going on for arguably at least 6 weeks, but majorly, for lack of argument, maybe 3 weeks. Why wouldn't our government, quote unquote, level with us? It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Now let me show you guys something. What are hieroglyphics?
Here's the definition of hieroglyphic: writing consisting of hieroglyphs.
Now, these are hieroglyphics. An Egyptian, right, were formal writings systems used in ancient Egypt for writing the Egyptian language. Hieroglyphics combine ideological. You know, there's symbols. I teach the 5 C's. I've done a few videos on it every now and then, because that's how they speak. The power speak through symbols. And if I'm right, this is a move on the part of them to tell us something. To tell us what? It just doesn't make sense, right? So let me kind of like, well, I want to play a few videos and get some responses, right? Here we go, right?
To deal with those drones flying over New Jersey, well, National Security Communications Secretary John Kirby talking about it at the White House briefing.
State or local law enforcement authorities corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully. The United States Coast Guard is providing support to the state of New Jersey and has confirmed that there is no evidence of any foreign-based involvement from coastal vessels. And importantly, there are no reported or confirmed drone sightings in any restricted airspace. Now, that said, we certainly take seriously the threat that can be posed by unmanned aircraft systems, which is why law enforcement and other agencies continue to support New Jersey and investigate the reports, even though they have uncovered no malicious activity or intent at this particular stage. While there is no known malicious activity occurring, the reported sightings there do.
Now, our natural response to this is we have at least 100. You can spend 2-3 days on social media, whereby you can have people's actual visual recording. I even checked out a video where a lady was like, look, I just thought they were doing some type of exercise. And then it continued for like 4 or 5 days. And then she watched the news and she saw what's happening around America, like, okay, what's really going on? But you can see Kirby is like, that's it. None of our major authorities are substantiating this. How is it that they're not substantiating it? Yet, like I said, we have a photograph here. To me, it's questionable. It looks like Egyptian pyramids to me. Okay, so let's listen to another one, because I'm really itching to go a little bit more further. Okay.
A couple questions about drones. There have been repeated drone sightings in the Northeast, especially in New Jersey. These are not small drones, some of them pretty large. They're flying at low altitudes, they're flying in flocks. Has the president been briefed on this situation?
So we are certainly aware, the president is aware. So we're closely tracking the activity and coordinating closely with relevant agencies, including DHS and FBI, to continue to investigate these incidents. Don't have anything beyond that to share. Obviously, this is something that DHS and FBI are tracking very, very closely, and so I would have to refer you to them directly, but aware. Keeping an eye out and looking into the incidents that you just mentioned.
Still though, but has the federal government ruled out that these are controlled by foreign entities?
Yeah.
And do you know if they're conducting surveillance over these?
So I cannot make any.
So yeah, she can't talk about it. It's the same. You know, I haven't looked up mothership yet. Let me look up mothership, because they threw that out there a few days ago, right? Maybe about a week ago. Mothership. Let's go into the gematria calculator and see what it says. Mothership. Okay. Mothership. Well, we know that I believe Kamala Harris is what? The 49th or 59th vice president? Let's see. Kamala Harris' birthday.
According to Wikipedia.
So let's go here. We know that she's the 49th. She's the 49th current vice president. Okay, we know that. So we see that mothership comes out to 49. All right, let me just try to delve a little further. Let's see. What's the 131st day of the year?
Here's what I found.
The 131st day of the year on the Gregorian calendar.
May 11th is the 131st.
The 59th day of the year on the Gregorian calendar.
February 28th is the 59th day of the.
The 139th day of the year Gregorian calendar.
May 19th is the 139th.
So all I can tell right now is that mothership comes out to 49, and Kamala Harris is the 49th VP. I don't know if that's coincidence, but I'm glad I brought it up. Mothership. That'd be like, okay, let's say if she all of a sudden out the blue becomes president, then she's the head of the mothership. That is, she's president of the United States. Is this code word for the future that she's going to be president? Mothership. And why do I say that? Well, people, come on, you can hear a pin drop. You ain't heard a peep out of Joe Biden. Look, I got to go there. Just keep it real. Keep it real. They're not saying much. If anything, what I heard is two things. It's not a threat. And so far, we know it's not a foreign entity. Well, if you know it's not a threat, then you know what it is. Now, notice they threw him out there, right? Isn't he a past military guy? Right? Is he? Let me see. John Kirby, what's his background? Was John Kirby in the military? Here we go. John Kirby, born June 3rd, 1963, is a retired United States Navy Rear Admiral. So he's a retired United States Navy Rear Admiral serving as White House National Security Communications Advisor since 2022. So this guy's a military guy. Isn't it something convenient how they throwing him out there when usually she's the one with the face in the place? But Pearson, it makes sense because he's a military guy. I get it. But he ain't saying nothing. Come on, let's hear from him again. Let's just keep it real. Let's hear from him.
Communications Secretary John Kirby talking about it at the White House briefing.
State or local law enforcement authorities corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully. The United States Coast Guard is providing support to the state of New Jersey and has confirmed that there is no evidence of any foreign-based involvement from coastal vessels. And importantly, there are no reported or confirmed drone sightings in any restricted airspace. Now, that said, we certainly take seriously the...
And that's it. I'm going to add to it. And that's it. Don't ask me no more questions. I've covered it. I've checked all my boxes. That's it. If anybody should know something, he should know something. Because he's got a U.S. Navy Rear Admiral background. Now, let me show you this here. Let's listen to what she had to say. Let's finish his up.
that can be posed by...
Okay, let's see what here's another lady they throw on it there. They put out here every now and then, right? Here she is. Check it out.
The law enforcement, FBI is conducting an investigation and looking into this. I mean, those are, initial assessments are that these are drones and potentially, could be small airplanes. It could be a number of things that people are seeing and reporting. But again, that's, for the investigation to uncover, and so I just can't speak to that more. In terms of, a frenzy, I think it's completely right that people report these sightings and that there is an investigation into, what they are seeing. But I think what's also important to remember is that at no time were our military installations or our people ever under any threat. And if they were, of course, the base commanders have the ability to engage these drones if they do pose a threat.
And she's got the lilac on in the purple family. Just bring it up. It ain't purple, but it's in the family, okay? Is she speaking without speaking? I'm going to go back to this. Because if there's ever a photograph that seems to be just doctored so that they could throw us another curve or just throw something out there, yet they can speak, it would be this. And I'm going to keep looking. So let's incorporate what I said. I want to say about maybe a week and a half ago. I predicted that when the calendar strikes January 1st, in fact, I do believe I said between that period and the next 6 months, our government is they're going to go with the 5 Ds. Delay, deny, debate, derail, then destroy. Those are the 5 Ds. And thank God that he gives me these type of understanding. This is the cousin of the 5 C's. When you have the clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation time, which includes the dates and conclusion. But again, now we have, are they delaying information from us? Is it just going to go away? Are they going to shoot one down like they did on February 4th? The spy balloon, and then we call it a day? But suppose there's something nefarious going on that about the time they shoot it down or they get it diagnosed and it stops, then there's a mission accomplished. In other words, if there's something going on that they're not telling us, and let's say it ends around, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday of this year, a few days from now. Well, if they haven't told us anything and they had some nefarious going on, then mission is accomplished. So you delay, you deny, right? You delaying it because you got a variety of people coming out there talking. You got him talking, you got her talking, got him talking, and around and around and around we go. You feel me? And then your different experts, the news is doing their little stuff. All the while, maybe something is going on. So again, delay, deny, Then we debating. Well, I've got jurisdiction. You shouldn't shoot him down. Why is President Trump? Why is future President Trump saying what he's saying? Let me be president. It's my administration. New Jersey politicians saying things. People reporting, sending in different videos, and people refuting it, saying, "Oh, that could be just regular common drones." Okay, now you derail the situation, and then something in the future, that's the key, destroys it. Now, if you notice, I don't know about you, put in the comment section, 99.9% of the videos I've seen where you can actually see it's during the night. Well, in my mind, the way I'm built, if you're doing it at night, you hiding something. I'm gonna keep it real. I've seen it. Look, if I look at 100 videos, the majority are at night. In my mind, the way this world works, if it's at night, you hiding something. Now, you see it's not a threat. You see it's not. You don't believe it's a foreign entity. They're not doing anything outside the bounds of whatever. But you're not doing nothing. You're not telling us nothing. So what do you know? They're not telling us what they know. Their job is to serve and protect. So if it's at night, you can't help but have speculation at that point, and that's anything. We're too sophisticated a society. We have former Marines, former Navy people, former people in government, the whole gamut, who are saying, wait a minute, we got technology that we should be able to find out what this is, quote unquote, get a sample, knock one out over the sea. That way you don't have to worry about that debate about, well, if you knock one out the sky, you might hurt something in some residential area. Poppycock, man, stop playing. They don't have the will. Or are they allegedly hiding something? It's in the dark. It's in the dark literally, and it's in the dark metaphorically. Do you agree? 99% of this stuff is happening at night. Now all of a sudden, boom, we got a deer hunter shoots one out. Well, how come they ain't taking it apart? If it was a celebrity, you'd be all over that. You'd be all out there with TMZ. Look, you'd have more. You'd have more camera out there than the grains of sand out there. Am I right? And like I said, I might have been joking, but then again, I'm dead serious. How come y'all not calling upon people like Elon Musk? This is his forte. This is what he do. It don't make sense, y'all. So I'm gonna read some things I wrote down. Suppose there's something going on we just aren't being told. That's as blunt as I can be. Suppose there's something going on we're just not being told. Two, suppose months from now, here in the United States, things occur that we might speculate are possibly connected to this drone moment. Yeah, we very well could hear or see something, or something goes on. Because look, people, some folks say that you got drones out there the size of a car. Okay, now use your imagination. If it's small drones, you're thinking, okay, they just looking around. But if they're huge, you cannot speculate, of course, is there something on it? Your fear mode goes up like, hey, are we going to be attacked in the future? Are they doing simulations? Are they conducting surveys for the future? And or is there some type of agent, some type of substance? Hello? That we can say and speculate 6 months from now, hey, those big drones, what did they have on them? And did they have something in them? Look, I know I'm not the only one thinking this. I know I'm not the only one thinking it. And right now, they ain't telling us nothing. And then my last question was, suppose the proper information is being suppressed. Oh, Pearson, no, you didn't. Suppose the proper information. You know how, look, anybody who's a minor study of history knows 10, 15, 20, maybe 30, even 100 years later, they come out with information saying that, well, we didn't think the public could handle it, so we just didn't tell them. You feel me? If you are a former Navy, Marine, you're a pilot, whatever, put in the comment section. I would love to hear your take. Because I could play videos all day but I want to know, what do you think? Again, I believe it's the 5 D's at work. I predicted this. Of course, I wouldn't have known what it was they was going to talk about. But the 5 D's are delay, deny. And when I say deny, it ain't like they're telling you the truth. They're just not telling you anything beyond the norm. Okay? And that is, hey, it could be man-made drones. Definitely it's not a foreign. So, but you're still denying it. See? Then we got the debate. Before you know it, it's derailed and destroyed. We are inhabitants of earth. I'm going to say it again. We are inhabitants of earth. On the 7th day, God looked around the earth and said, everything is good, it's pure, it's beautiful. Now go forth and be fruitful and multiply. If there is something in the heavens, if there is something between the earth and God, like this, we should know about it. Comprende? I'm going to say it again. If there is something between earth and the firmament, like this, we should know about it. We are not kids. To me, we're being disrespected. And I'm wondering, are some of these politicians actors? I just go there because, look, people, y'all know as good as well as I do. Folks keep secrets. And the higher they go up in rank, the more secrets they keep. Are we headed towards something that we can only speculate? We've already read about the possibility of A, B, and C in the very near future. And if A, B, and C have been speculated upon, and then boom, it happens, again, will we relate it to this? We're not in the sky, people. We do see some things in the sky that we question. Right here in Chicago, and I'm telling you straight up, I've seen more aircrafts and especially helicopters this year more than any other time. And the next time I hear one at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna try to film it. We got choppers here in Chicago flying around during the day, making it obvious. I'm like, wow, are they trying to condition us for the future in case something goes wrong? We're used to seeing them. But I'm seeing it at night, and I'm hearing it at night too. Put it in the comment section if you have heard and seen helicopters late at night in a city, in your city. That stands out. That's unusual. It doesn't make sense. It's unusual. I'm looking for another word. It's not the norm. It's not the norm. So the question is, what are they doing? What are they doing? We just don't know. I don't know about you, but I feel like a sitting duck. I feel like if there is something going on and I don't have information, I'm a sitting duck. That I cannot prepare for the unknown. Why would I vote for a government that keeps me in the twilight zone? That makes no sense. You didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this. I'm going to start digging for more photographs like this, because if this is what I think it is, this is allegedly fabricated to get us to look at, hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. And it causes more confusion than anything. They should have had this in a lab, taking it apart, showing us. Come on, man. Like I said, had it been a celebrity cheating on his wife, or a celebrity female out there doing something, cheating on her husband, even though this is on an island in Massachusetts, come on, man. Every major camera and every major film, in fact, they'd have been doing a mini documentary series by now, you know it. But now, this is what they give us, allegedly. I'm Friendship Pearson. I just want you to think. Are these the three blind mice? What are these? What are these people? I don't know. Maybe we'll never know. And one day we'll look back on this video and some things gonna be going down, allegedly. And we'll think and say, wow, our intuition was right. God bless you and God bless America. Don't forget, when you go into my page, just click on my face and then click right here. I have a poetry book that I came up with last year, Christmas poems and beautiful, inspiring, beautiful poems you can give out as a gift to you and your friends for the holiday. The three wise men, when they looked to the sky, they knew what the promise was. We looking at the sky and we scratching our head. But it's a beautiful poetry book. You can help support the channel. I appreciate it. Go to Amazon Books, type in Friendship Pearson, or Amazon Books, Protect the Gifts. God bless you. Stay prayerful. And remember, Jesus is the reason for the season.